Hello friends, whenever someone asks me, how do you make YouTube videos? I always smile and say, learning online. Today, based on my experience over the past 6 months, I want to share with you how I make YouTube videos using ChatGPT and Clipchamp with interest, passion, and persistence. Hopefully, my experiences can help those of you who are interested and share similar goals. First, we will watch a video. Then we'll learn how to make this video. Here, we have sped up the video playback to shorten the viewing time. Once upon a time, 3 little pigs decided to leave their mother and start building their own houses to live independently. The eldest pig was the laziest. He quickly built a simple straw house with some hay and hurried off to play. The second pig was a bit more diligent. He built a wooden house, which was sturdier than the straw house, but still didn't take much time. The third pig was the most hardworking. He built a sturdy brick house using bricks and cement. It took him a long time, but he knew that only such a house could truly protect him. The eldest pig's straw house was situated on a lush, grassy meadow, with tall trees in the background. The sun was shining, and a gentle breeze was blowing, making the straw house look very fragile. Soon, the big bad wolf appeared. He came to the straw house, and with a gentle blow, the house quickly collapsed like paper. The eldest pig was terrified and ran away, eventually reaching the second pig's wooden house. The second pig's wooden house was located on the edge of the forest, surrounded by trees. Although simple, the wooden house was much sturdier than the straw house. The weather was clear, and sunlight gently filtered through the leaves onto the wooden house. However, the big bad wolf followed closely behind. He came to the wooden house, took a deep breath, and blew hard, causing the wooden house to collapse as well. The 2 little pigs were terrified and immediately fled to the third pig's brick house. The big bad wolf came to the brick house, confidently preparing to blow it down. However, the third pig's brick house was incredibly strong, and no matter how hard the big bad wolf blew, it stood firm. The wolf huffed and puffed until he was out of breath, but in the end, he had to give up and leave in defeat. The sky began to clear, and the sun shone down on the brick house and the surrounding grass. The 3 little pigs stood at the door of the brick house, happily celebrating their victory. In the small garden outside, flowers were in full bloom, creating a beautiful scene. The 3 little pigs finally breathed a sigh of relief, understanding the importance of hard work and perseverance, and they cherished each other's company even more. From then on, the 3 little pigs lived happily in the sturdy brick house, no longer afraid of the big bad wolf's threat. Their friendship and courage allowed them to live a happy and safe life. Let's get started. Use ChatGPT 4.0 and Clipchamp to create YouTube videos involves the following 4 simple steps. Step 1. Use ChatGPT to create stories and images. Step 2. Use Clipchamp to record voiceovers. Step 3. Use Clipchamp to upload your images, voiceovers, or add background music to complete the video. Step 4. Upload your video to YouTube. If you don't have a YouTube account yet, go online and create one. In our first step, we'll demonstrate how to use ChatGPT to write stories and generate images. In ChatGPT, the blue text is what we want to input. For example, we'll type, "Please write a 300-word story about the 3 little pigs." ChatGPT will quickly generate the story for us. Next, I'll ask, "Please create 5 prompts with scenes and scene descriptions in a table format based on the script paragraphs." ChatGPT will then produce 5 scenes based on our script. Of course, we can expand it to 10 scenes, 20 scenes, or more, depending on the length and needs of our story. Our 5 scenes are: 1. The 3 little pigs with their respective houses, straw house, wooden house, and brick house. 2. The big bad wolf destroys the straw house. 3. The big bad wolf destroys the wooden house. 4. The big bad wolf attempts to destroy the brick house. 5. The 3 little pigs triumph and live happily and peacefully together. After receiving the images for these scenes, I will ask ChatGPT, "Please draw scene 1 with a 16:9 aspect ratio, which is the standard screen ratio for YouTube." Once the first scene is created, we need to download and save it. To do this, click the download button located in the upper right corner of the image. This will take us to the next page, where we can see the file created by Dolly. Click on the file, which will bring us to another page. Here, we will right-click the image and select Open With, and choose Paint. After selecting Open with Paint, we can save the image by choosing either JPEG or PNG format and naming the file as we like. Each scene is an image that needs to be downloaded and saved following this process. Once all 5 images are completed, they will look like this. I named them P1, P2, and so on, up to P5. These are the 5 scenes we need to save. So far, we have only drawn scene 1. Now, we'll ask ChatGPT to draw scene 2. Here is scene 2. Next, we'll ask ChatGPT to draw scene 3, then scene 4, and finally, scene 5. If we aren't satisfied with any of the scenes, we can ask ChatGPT to redraw them. We can also give ChatGPT new instructions or specific requests to make changes. Additionally, we can ask ChatGPT to add one or more scenes to better fit our story. Once satisfied, we download and save these 5 images for future use. Next, we need to insert these images into our story. Since we have 5 paragraphs, we'll pair each paragraph with one image and insert the corresponding image into its respective paragraph. Once that's done, we'll record the voiceovers for each of the 5 paragraphs, resulting in 5 separate voiceovers. I've named them P1, P2, and so on, to match the images. The voiceovers aren't completed yet, I'm just showing you the process. When we make the video, we'll have 5 images and 5 voiceovers, each aligned with one another, making it easier to create our video. If we want to make things a bit more advanced, we can add tags, keywords, a YouTube video description, and create a thumbnail. Now, we can ask ChatGPT. Please act as an SEO expert and write the most effective tags for this script, separating them with commas and excluding the hashtag symbol. Sometimes ChatGPT adds a hashtag before tags, which isn't necessary, so we ask it to exclude that. ChatGPT will then generate the tags, and these are the tags it provides for our story. Next, I can say, please choose the most effective keywords for this script and separate them with commas. ChatGPT will then supply the keywords. After that, I'll ask, please write a 100-word YouTube description based on the keywords. If you don't have keywords, you can ask ChatGPT to write a short YouTube description based on the story content, which we'll use for the video. Additionally, preparing a thumbnail is helpful. When making a YouTube video, the thumbnail is what appears on the screen, making it easier for viewers to notice and select your video. Now, let's head to Clipchamp to record our voiceovers. In step 2, we'll explore how to use Clipchamp to record voiceovers. By this stage, the scene images should already be placed within the script paragraphs. Make sure each voiceover matches its corresponding scene. To match the first passage with its image, simply select the text, highlight it, and copy it. Then, return to Clipchamp and start recording your voiceover. Once in Clipchamp, choose the text-to-speech option to prepare for recording. On the next page, select text-to-speech again. Paste the text you just copied into the provided text box. Next, select the language. We want English, so choose English from the drop-down. Now, select the voice. There are many options available, and you can preview different ones to find a voice you like. I've chosen the voice Sarah. Sometimes, you can adjust the emotion or pitch of the voice. For pitch, you can choose from low, medium, high, etc. You can listen to the different options and select the one that suits your project. Today, I'm using the default settings. Pace refers to the speed of the speech. You can slow it down or speed it up as needed. Once you've made your selections, preview the voiceover to ensure it sounds right. If you're satisfied, go ahead and save it. After saving, you'll need to export the file. To do this, click Export, and select 1080p high quality. During export, you can choose where to save the file. Since this is my first voiceover, I want it to correspond with my first image. So, I'll name it P1. To save it, locate the appropriate folder. For me, it's on my desktop in the main folder for the 3 little pigs. Inside that, I'll find the voiceover folder. Click the circle in front of the folder name and select it to save. Once the export is complete, remember to send it to your voiceover folder. After recording the first voiceover, go back to the script and highlight the second passage. Copy it, then return to Clipchamp to prepare for the next recording. Now, record the second passage in Clipchamp. Don't forget to click the circle next to the folder name to confirm the save. Finally, press send to complete the process. This finishes the recording of the second voiceover. To continue, copy the third passage, press keep editing, save it again, name it, and save it. That's how you record voiceovers in Clipchamp. If you're not familiar with the steps yet, feel free to review how we did the first two examples. We save all the recorded voiceovers, but when downloading them, if you save them directly to your desktop folder, the file names may include numbers and dashes, which you can remove for clarity. Alternatively, you can use the download button to save them. To create the video, simply match each voiceover with its corresponding image, one by one. That's everything you need to know about recording voiceovers with Clipchamp. In step 3, we'll explore how to use Clipchamp to upload images, voiceovers, and music to complete the video. In this process, the voiceovers and images usually align, but that's not always necessary. At times, you might have 2 or 3 images for a single voiceover. You can adjust this according to the story's content and your own creative vision. Let's begin by uploading our images, voiceovers, and background music to Clipchamp. To create a video, we first upload our images, voiceovers, and background music to Clipchamp. Start by opening Clipchamp and clicking on Create a new video. Next, click Import Media to bring in your files. Start by locating and uploading your images, followed by your voiceovers. Alternatively, you can copy and paste them into the timeline, but be sure to double-check that everything is in the correct order, as they may sometimes appear out of sequence. Once all your media is imported, drag the files onto the timeline. You can begin with either the images or voiceovers, but I recommend starting with the voiceovers since they tend to be longer. Make sure the images match the length of the voiceovers. You can add them one at a time or together. If the timeline is too long, use the dash key to zoom out for better visibility. Each voiceover should correspond to a specific image. First voiceover, first image. Second voiceover, second image. Third voiceover, third image, and so on. You'll notice I added a credits image. I like to include this at the end to give credit for the resources I used. I'll show you how to format the credits image later. Now, let's shorten the last image to make room for the credits. Next, let's add captions, CC. In the upper right corner, click on iCaptions to transcribe the speech to text. Select English as the language and use the filter to remove any unwanted languages. Although the speech-to-text feature in English is usually accurate, it's always a good idea to double-check the transcription for typos or errors. I'll pause here to review the text, and we'll continue afterward. Alright, now that we've added captions, let's move on to adding background music for the video. I've downloaded a track called Be Happy Background Music. Let's place it on the timeline. Pay attention to the duration. The video is 2 minutes and 26 seconds long, while the music is 2 minutes and 24 seconds. So the music is slightly shorter than the video. This is okay. If the music is longer, we can trim the excess. Use the scissor tool to cut off the extra part at the end, and then delete it. You can listen to the music now. If you find the music too loud, adjust the volume by clicking the audio button. The current volume is set to 100%, but you can reduce it to a more comfortable level, typically between 20% and 30%. I've adjusted it to 26%, which sounds good now. Once you're happy with the adjustments, watch the entire video again to make sure everything is in sync, then it's time to export it. We'll select 1080p for high quality. Next, choose a name for your video. I'll name this one, The 3 Little Pigs. I'll save it on my desktop in the 3 Little Pigs folder. After selecting the folder, click Select and then Send. Once the export is complete, your video will be saved to the selected folder. And that's it, our video is finished. Additionally, I want to highlight the importance of including a credits image and background music in a video. I asked ChatGPT, should I include a credits image at the end of my YouTube video, indicating the software and sources of background music I used? Here's what ChatGPT suggested: including a credits image not only respects the creators and resources copyrights, but also enhances your channel's professionalism. It's a great habit to adopt. While it's optional, it's recommended to add a credits image at the end of your video. Next, I asked ChatGPT to suggest some sources for background music for YouTube videos, and it provided several options, both free and paid. Personally, I often use Pixabay and the YouTube Audio Library, both of which are free platforms with a variety of great music options. I find that adding background music enhances the viewing experience, particularly by filling in any pauses or stumbles in the voiceovers. It smooths out the overall flow of the video. In a moment, I'll show you how to open this page and upload your video. In this fourth step, I'll show you how to upload a video to YouTube. First, let's prepare a few things. 1. YouTube description. We will condense our story into 100 to 200 words to use as the video description. 2. Thumbnail. We need to prepare a thumbnail for the video's cover. 3. Tags and keywords. We'll copy and paste the tags and keywords onto YouTube. These will help improve the video's searchability, making it easier for people to find. Now, let's get started by opening YouTube. Find your YouTube icon, click on it, and in the upper right corner, you'll see a plus sign with the word "Create" below it. Click on it, and select Upload Video. You'll be taken to the upload page where you can drag and drop your video file or click Select Files to upload it. Now, let's upload our video. Click Select Files, and find our video titled The Three Little Pigs. Once the video is uploading, paste the YouTube description we prepared earlier into the description field. Next, upload the thumbnail by selecting the image we prepared earlier. Now, we move on to the playlist. You can create a new playlist and name it. For this video, I'll place it under A Family Stories. Next, highlight this video is not made for kids. You can ignore the A paid promotion section unless it applies. When prompted, answer honestly about whether you've altered the content. In this case, we select a no. For the rest of the settings, you can leave them as default. Now, we'll paste the tags in the tags box. Remember, if your tags exceed 500 characters, you'll need to trim them. Next, paste the keywords we prepared. After refreshing, move on. For language, select English or your preferred language. For the recording date, choose the date you recorded your video. For location, you can select your location if it's relevant. For license, select Standard YouTube License. You can continue with the default settings for the rest. For category, select Entertainment, as it fits the content of this video. However, this will vary based on your audience and video type. For Sort By, select Newest to sort by the latest videos. Now, click Next. On the next page, you'll see options to end screens and add cards. End screens are interactive elements added to the last 5 to 20 seconds of your YouTube video, such as this example here. They allow you to promote other videos, playlists, or encourage viewers to subscribe to your channel. Add cards. Cards are small, interactive notifications that appear during the video. Once you've set that up, click Next. YouTube will now check your video for any issues. If everything is fine, you'll see No Issues Found. Then, click Next again. Now, you're ready to publish your video. Choose Public so that everyone can view it. You'll see the video link, which you can share with friends. Then, press Publish. You can also share the video on platforms like Facebook or WhatsApp. The video will now appear on your channel. You can click on it and return to your channel to access the video link at any time. And that's it, your video is fully uploaded and ready for viewers. Alright, this concludes our session. Happy uploading! Our video has shown you step by step how to use ChatGPT and Clipchamp to create your own YouTube videos. Thank you for watching. I hope you feel inspired to use these tools and create something amazing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this content. See you in the next video.